Hello, thank you for your time. I'm Brad Rourke, President and CEO of Scottie Resources. Make some forward-looking statements. Scottie Resources is a project in northwest British Columbia in Canada known as the Golden Triangle. What I'd like to point out with this slide is the amount of work that's happened and things that have happened in the last few years is extraordinary. I'm one of the only CEOs who's raised their children in the community. I'm not from Stewart, but I've 25 years living in Smithers, which is one of the closest towns to where we're working. But as you can see, lots and lots of things have happened. We've got the world's largest gold deposit. My neighbor just got purchased by Newcrest, or that has to close yet, but that was announced last week. And just a whole host of other companies that are finding great success. So we'll check a box that we're in the right area at the very least. What you see in yellow is what we've assembled over, this is my 6th year at Scotty. I started off as an investor and took the company over out of frustration in early 2016. We started with a past producing gold mine. What attracted me to it was a company that produced a half ounce per ton in the early 80s. It was complete economics that shut down this mine when the commodity price rolled over. This Don McLeod's first mine, he took a $20 million facility with the Royal Bank of Canada and at an interest rate of about 22%. So when the commodity price rolled over, it was very, very difficult to continue, of course, and the Royal Bank foreclosed. So I started off with 400 hectares of the mine. I've done over a dozen transactions, cleaned up this old company, and then added a little bit of size to it. As you can see, mostly in the southern end of the Golden Triangle, I got two neighbors, essentially Pritium and then SCOT. SCOT will be a producing mine in 2022. And so I think we're in the right area again. And another important thing here is we've got power and road through pretty much all the properties that we have right now. So we've got size, and why I wanted to go size, I think if we were to attract the right money or the bigger entities, that's kind of what they want to see, and rather than going after the retail market. And so far, so good. It seems to be working out. I'm going to just slide back that one. So we're in the Golden Triangle. It's a difficult area. It is my backyard, but Scotty's blessed with pretty much the best infrastructure in the area. That is the road to our property. That is a $50 million power line that Pritium built. And the two things that I got involved with, why I got involved with it, was the past producing mine, and also the Pritium's office and Seabridge's office is in the little town where I come from. And I knew that power line was being built. So it hadn't been completed when I got involved, but it was the fact that they're putting a hydropower line through to Pritium right beside our property is that was spurred me into it. We also have a deep water port where Red Chris and Pritium ship their concentrates just 40 kilometers down the road. There's really just two people on this road. It'll be SCOT and ourselves. And then the infrastructure at Scotty is quite impressive as well. It's a past producing mine. It's permitted. Although we're an exploration company, and we're not threatening to go into production, but I think makes us unique for an exploration company that we actually have a mine permit. And again, 7 kilometers of underground workings, the rail system's still in there, and it's still very competent underground. So I think that just another little box that we might check when we go to the next progression of where we're meant to go. That's a picture of the original 400 hectares. And I thought it was big when I first got involved, but as now we're at 53,000. So we've really kind of taken over the area. And even though we have Scottie Gold Mine, we also have a total of 7 past producing mines on our tenure. So it's interesting, although our focus is pretty much within 2 kilometers, just in the area that you see here, and I'll go into it in a moment. The first couple of years was consolidation and cleaning up a misrun company, modeling and putting together, making this company investable. But what we've done is we just completed our 3rd drill season. I'm highlighting some of the highlights of our first 2 drill seasons, and understand we had no budget and begging for money, and so we only did 2,000 meters our first year. Had some success, and we built off that. Last season, being a year and a half ago, we did a 7,000 meter drill program. Had great success. Of course, I'm highlighting some of the highlights, but and then this year we just completed a 14,500 meter program, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. But what I'd like to show with this is we've got kind of 3 zones working for us. Those are all about 2 kilometers apart from each other, so they're actually really, really close. But they're 2 distinct zones, and so we separate them. This is the actual Scottie Gold Mine. This is what produced a half ounce per ton in the 80s. In the past, all it was production drilling, right? No one had done property-wide exploration, so we've got a series of east-west striking veins, and so we've gone to surface and start kind of, our holes are double dutying. But what I want to show with this slide is I could go poke in and around known geology, but that's not what we're doing. We're really trying to show what kind of size, what the potential of this is, and again, we're having fantastic success for being such a small company. When the mine operated in the 80s, it had a 10-gram cutoff. Now Ascot below is, basing their mine on 7 grams. So I think there's a lot of legs here, and we're still trying to show what's possible. I'll go through that slide. Here's something that people seem to be getting excited, because to us this is a new discovery. If you can see in line there, we bought this. This was another purchase on top of Scotty for that vein that I tried to highlight there. That's kind of a east-west orientation. We were trying to drill that in 2019. Dark blue drill trace there. And well in advance of hitting that vein, we hit this thing of 7.5 grams over 34 meters. Very good hit, but we weren't expecting it, and it was different than what we were expecting to see. So last season, we had to find that out. We did a tight drill program on the box on the left. It's about 150 meters, and we were just trying to find the geometry of what this new thing that we had found, because it seemed to be going north-south, and everything in our minds was east-west. As you can see, we did well and had a lot of success there, just trying to figure out what we were looking at. And what we've done is we've set upon that, and now we've kind of really stepped out on this year, and just running out of time. So here on the left is that tight drill program, what you'll see. Fantastic grades, new discovery. Well, we stepped out this year. We went up 200 meters to the north, 200 meters to the south, basically, and drilled right off the road. So this is at the valley bottom, our easiest drilling. And so these are the things we're working with right now, and that's from this season. So extraordinary grades, new discovery for us, potentially open pittable frame of mind, and so we're excited. With that, we've been able to put out a long section, and I mean, it's open to the north, to the south, and underneath. We just haven't gone there. We just haven't drilled. I mean, this would be 4,000 meters of drilling, and so looking really good. We still have 22 holes coming this season on top of, we have well over 10,000 meters coming in total. So what we did at this season, we did 14,000 meters, just a little more, bunch of geophysics, and that's all coming in to help us get ready for next drill season. I think we're in the right place. We've got the infrastructure. We've got the right people involved, and we're doing fine for a little junior company. We still have $4 million in cash in the bank, and no real debt on. Please refer to the people that have helping support us. They're all extraordinary and a lot more experience in this business than even I do. There's a capital structure. 2 years ago, I had no institutional support. Now with just 4 of us, I still own 7% of the company. I didn't start it. I paid for my shares, took it over. Eric's brought 13.5%. I have a Swiss family that owns 9%, and then another major mining company that, if you just come ask me who they are, I'll tell you. But we've gone from 0 institutional support to I have 3 very large shareholders, and a lot of people willing to take meetings now. So I think we have a great future. It's a real quick time to do 10 minutes and try to explain what you do. I appreciate you being here, and thank you very much.